Let's take a look at the overhead panel and the system display for the ECAM. Stepping into the cockpit, on the overhead panel right here, you'll find the hydraulic panel right here towards the backside of the overhead panel, as it is operated mainly automatically. And there's one thing I would like to highlight also here from the emergency electrical panel. So these are the two panels I'm going to bring forward now. Starting with the overhead panel for the hydraulics. Just like any of our panels, you are able to see the green schematic here, which is the layout for the hydraulic system. My green system was operated by engine-driven pump number 1, which is associated here with a push button that allows me to turn off that button. Then I have on my yellow system also an engine-driven pump with an off button, as well as the electrical yellow pump operating push button. The PTU is operated here via a push button as indicated if there is a fault in the PTU, and the electrical pump for the blue system is operated from the middle. Notice that some of them say on and some of them say off. In the APPI briefing, we talked about the indication. We talked very specifically about the dark cockpit philosophy. No white lights means all systems are set. And here we highlighted that if a system is supposed to be on, then it's associated with a push button with that white off light. And vice versa if the system is supposed to be off. Engine pumps are supposed to be on. Normal operation will require them on, but if you push this button, you're going to get a white off light. You have manually turned it off. You can turn on the electrical hydraulic pump on the yellow and or on the blue system right here, and it will come on with an on light. However, as there is an auto indication right next to the button, it means there's an auto sequence to whether it's on or off. This is written next to the blue electrical pump as well as the PTU. Operating the push button to set the light to white means that it is not set correctly and you have overridden the operation of the auto function, something you should not be doing. It is not possible for the pilots to turn the PTU on manually. As you can see up here, it is associated with a white off light. It means you can push it to turn it off. There is no button for you to push to turn the PTU on. The PTU operates with pressure differences between the two and with a built-in sequence such as inhibited during first engine start. On the panel, we also have the ram air turbine guarded switch. Lifting the switch up and pushing the toggle underneath will manually deploy the ram air turbine. But in the electrical presentation, we talked about the emergency electrical power panel and how on this panel there was a button right here, a guided switch also, that when flipped up and the toggle switch operated would extend the ram air turbine. And we just talked about how the ram air turbine has the ability to auto extend if you lose electrical power. So why would you have, first of all, manual ways to extend a ram air turbine? And number two, why would you have two separate guided switches for extending the ram air turbine? Well, it depends on what operation you want. If you lose electrical power to the aircraft, AC bus 1 and AC bus 2, then it will automatically extend. It will automatically extend and it will drive the blue hydraulic pump which will then drive a hydraulic motor which is connected as a constant speed unit to the generator, providing constant frequency out for the electrical supply. In this case, you got both hydraulic power and electrical power from the generator out of the ram air turbine. That happens automatically in case of AC bus 1 and 2 failure. And that is the same action as if you manually put out the ram air turbine right here via the emergency electrical panel. But if you operate the ram air turbine release button here from the hydraulic panel, it will extend the ram air turbine and it will connect, but only connect to the hydraulic pump for the blue system. That means inside the ram air turbine, the motor, the constant speed unit that drives the generator, will not connect, which means it will not provide emergency electrical supply out from the ram air turbine. It will only provide hydraulic pressure to the blue system. That is the difference. The ECAM display on the system pages provides valuable information for the hydraulic system. Bringing it up a little bit closer, you're able to see, again, all three hydraulic systems with their working pressure up here. In this case, the PTU is not connected, it's not providing pressure between the two systems, so the green lines between the green and the yellow system are not connecting the PTU to the systems. You have at the bottom right here the hydraulic fluid levels with a little indication right here, a little arrow pointing in, and this runs up and down on the reservoir quantity level indicator right there. You can see it's in the green band. We check hydraulic fluid prior to every flight as part of our pre-flight checklist. The position of the fire shutoff valves is here. These are round indications as they always are on system displays. We only have that for the green and for the yellow system. And the square indications here represents pumps. Remember, engine-driven pump on the green and the yellow, electrical on the blue, and in this case, there is electrical pump supply to the yellow system, but it is not connected, hence why it's a white indication. The ram air turbine is also not connected, as you can see right here. It is also in white.